Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video, and my name is Shruti Singh and I help coaches and consultants and small business owners to actually automate their business processes and mundane processes by just providing my monsters, which I call as AI agents. And in this particular video I'm going to be helping you understand that how I build an AI agent for booking appointment setting, and how you can also build. I will be building this agent today in this particular video, so watch out very closely. So basically, in this particular video, this agent is capable of booking appointments through a chat module. So, for example, someone comes onto a particular website, or you provide certain kind of URL where your client will come hop in, and they will be chatting and with you, and after qualification only the this agent will be actually blocking the calendar for you to actually book the call. And for now I kept this call as free, but if you have paid calls, you can also again train the agent for booking for first taking the payment and then only booking the calendar in your particular calendar slot. And that is what we are going to be understanding in this particular video. So you can see in this is a particular workflow which helps us in booking the calendar after qualifying the leads. So this is a very simple and very clean AI agent workflow. There's a chat module over here, there's the AI agent, the memory, the brain, and the calendar where it will be booking the calendar. So here you can see my whole calendar, it's free right now. I've kept it free so that we can demonstrate that if it is working fine or not. And I'll be chatting with my agent and it will be booking the calendar right in front of your eyes. So let me just open the chat and demonstrate it for you. And the best thing I like about N10 is that you can actually see your workflow, how it is processing right now. You might have seen noticed some kind of movements happening over here. Is that is why I love N10, and you can actually see things happening over there. So it has given us, hello, how can I assist you? If you are looking to schedule a consultation, please provide your full name, phone number, desired date and time, and email address. So you can see it is straight away asking me the details of how what details are required for before proceeding for booking the calendar, as the calendar is free right now. So again, the training has been given at the backend in such a way that it will only and only ask for the booking details, and it is not gonna do any other kind of jazz. Is because again the training has been there, the instructions are so clear at the back end. Yes, I would say. And let's see what it asks. Okay, so now it is asking me for full name, phone number, desired date and time in IST, and email ID. So I'll just put it over here, and you can see everything is there. And let's see, I've asked for 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and as I've already shown, my Google Calendar is free. So now it is gonna be checking whether there's availability. So now you can see there's a tick mark over here in this particular event, is because it has checked and it has not created an event. So now I have given an instruction at the backend in such a way that first check for the availability for the asked time slot, and then again reconfirm with the client, and then only book it in my calendar. So again the backend instructions has to be very clear for the kind of result you are expecting. So I'll again mention yes. Now you'll see the create event mode is happening, and you'll get to see that yes, it is created over here. And you can see over here it has also given us the your consultation has been successfully scheduled for today at 7 p.m. IST. The client name and details and everything is provided. And not just that, it has also given me the details with the URL where I'll just click and I'll land to the meeting details for where it has booked, and it will this particular details will have all the things which are provided by the client during the booking session. So that is how simple. And is there anything I can assist you without? For again, these are the simple things, but one agent can actually help you automate your whole process and keep it very seamless. So this is the whole workflow which has actually helped us in booking the calendar, which we just demonstrated. So how can you design this for yourself? So let me just give a walkthrough for this whole workflow, and I'll be dropping the JSON link in the description box. So all you have to do is just download that JSON file and click on create a new workflow. And once you click on this, click on this three dots, and you can just click on import from file, and you can import the JSON file, and this workflow will be ready to use into your dashboard, it will be imported there. And all you have to do is just connect your APIs. You just have to connect your Open API account and your Google Calendar account, and you will be able to use it just like the way we have demonstrated right here. So the first, let me just give you a walkthrough of how this whole workflow is actually doing the things at the back end, so that you can also understand. And if you want any kind of customization, so you can also do it for yourself. So for the trigger is something which actually triggers the whole automation. So again, here the trigger mode is whenever the chat is received. So for you, if you want to change to any other kind of trigger, obviously you can do that. But for now, we'll when you download this JSON file, it will be in the chat received trigger, and this is a basic trigger which we have put. And how you can do this is just click on this plus icon, and you click on chat trigger, and it will be here. Right now I already have a chat trigger, that is why another trigger cannot be generated, that is why it is showing that error. But if you want to create an this workflow from the scratch, this is how you can actually create it. And if you are trying to learn N10, then best option for you is to actually create this whole workflow for yourself. And if you just want to explore, then you can simply just import the JSON file in your dashboard, and you can actually connect the your applications, and you can actually use it the way we have just demonstrated. So the next, after the chat, once the chat is received, it goes to the agent, the brain, and from here it actually channelizes to wherever it is required. So this is an AI agent which is connected. Again, this is a node which is connected over here, and the brain I'm using over here is OpenAI model 4o mini, and this is the model I'm using for this particular agent. And memory is something, the chat history. For example, there is a memory in whenever you do a WhatsApp chat, right? There is a memory whenever you do a Telegram chat. There is a memory whenever you do a chat with any chat GPT or Grok. So memory is nothing but the chat history. So I've kept it to 10. That mean, what does this 10 means is that up till 10 messages it will store those as a memory. Above that it won't store. You can increase it to whatever you require, but for this workflow I think this is decent enough to have that kind of memory. So this is that. And the third thing is over here is check availability. And it is nothing but just connecting your Google Calendar, and for checking the availability, this is how it is set. It has been set to again, you can connect your account over here and use it. Then tool description is set automatically, so that the second is manually. I don't want it manually, so I want it automatically over here. And the resources we'll be using is the calendar, obviously, so that is the calendar we have selected over here. And the operation is in this particular node, we are trying to check the availability in our calendar. That is why it has been kept as availability. And you, from here, you have to select the account of the calendar which you want to use. So maybe you have hundreds of email IDs for yourself, but under which calendar you want these events to be scheduled, that particular has to be selected over here. And this will only pop up when you have connected your Google account over here. Then it will pop up all the email IDs over here. And you can also select the time zone you want, your preferred time zone. Obviously it's IST time zone, so that is why it is selected. If you are watching it, if you are trying to get it from for any other time zone, you can again click over here, and you'll get multiple other time zone, and you can choose this as per your requirement. And the final step is going to be the create event. So if there is an availability, it will be creating the event in my Google Calendar. So again, this is again set to automatically connect your Google account, and then set the tool description has to be set automatically. And here the resource will change. In the previous, which we have selected calendar, but in this we'll be selecting to event, because we are trying to create an event in this. And this again operation is create. You have to create an event in this particular node, and that is what and again, the final, in the final call, you'll be selecting the ID in which you want these events to be created, and that's what it is. And it will be creating all the you know event in that respective Google Calendar. So this is how simple this workflow is to build. If you want to build, you can, this is how it is easy to build. And if you want to import, the JSON file is already there in the description box. You can download the JSON file, and you can import it in your dashboard and use it for your use cases. So that's all about it in this particular video. And this is how easy it is to create agents and actually save a lot of your time. So you can use this agent for qualifying the leads and then booking it for your calendar. And if you have got paid calls, then again you can train the AI. And one important thing which I forgot to show is that here is the prompt which is given. I'll just maximize it for you guys. So you can see the prompt is already there. So you can see the appointment scheduling agent prompt for Shruti Singh, an AI agent expert. Role of the assistant: you are a virtual assistant responsible for managing consultation booking with our business growth expert. Again, you can see you can choose provide your availability hours, and then booking workflow, collect client data, mandatory, ask for full name. That is why it has been asking for full name, phone number, desired date and time and everything. Then check for availability in my calendar, then only book it. For example, if someone requests 10 a.m., check Google Calendar to see if a 10 a.m., 11:15 a.m. slot is free. Do not confirm the appointment right away. Wait for the client's confirmation, finalize and update. Once the client confirms the slot, finalize it. Immediately update Google Calendar with title, client name, phone number, and things like that. So you can see that this prompt will be already there in the JSON file you when you import. So you can again go through over there as well. It's a very long prompt, and but each and every step is, when we have walked through it, you understand that how spoon feeding have been done for the agent, that this is what needs to be done, and you don't screw up anything with anything apart from this instructions. You don't do that. Okay, so that is why it is providing the result which we have been um, had in my mind. So that is why prompting is the main game, and creating the workflow is just the 5% of your of creating an agent, but the prompting game has to be the main game. And this is how you have to do the prompting, and this is just one example. And in the further coming videos you'll get to see more of these kind of prompts. And we'll also try to and I'll also cover that how you can actually become an expert in prompting. But if you ask me personally, is that when you do the practice, you get to understand which is a bad prompt and which is a good prompt. And once you get to classify these things, you actually start to iterate your prompt better way, and that is how you actually get the best result out of it. So that's all about it in this particular video, and I'll see you in the next one. And let me know in the comment section if you have any query, and if you have any special suggestions, and if you want me to create any research about any specific agent, then please drop it into the comment section, and I'll research about it and get back to you on this particular channel. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.